Hello, Internet, and welcome to episode 4 of Stochastic Plastic. Today we'll be taking a look at Transformers Prime, Beast Hunters, Beast Blade Optimus Prime. This is what we like to call a repaint. So here's the packaging. Pretty basic Cyberverse class with some technical data. And then on the back, we've got a little blurb of his truck mode and his robot mode. And here we go. Optimus Prime bursts out from behind cover in the dense jungle, ready to do battle with Predaking. So, yeah, that never actually happens in the show. So, just in the fictional world that you've made up for your toys, that can be what happens. So let's get this guy out of his packaging. Okay, so here we have our Beast Blade Optimus Prime out of his packaging, and he's pretty cool. Even though he is a very bizarre green color, it's a pretty nice green, actually. The windows are a little bit annoyingly lime green, but the body part of him is a really nice darker deep green. So let's see. He's got his little set of jetpack wing things, which clearly can be either a jetpack, or if you unpeg that from this little peg hole down there, this can fold up into a cool shield that looks like the Autobot insignia, kind of, if it was super spiky. And then he can hold it. He can hold it straight out like that. If you want a more traditional type of shield, or you can hold it sort of more passively, hold it down at his side. I think I like the jetpack look the best. It's a little tough to unpeg it because it feels like you're going to break it, and I don't want to break it. It would be nice if it had any kind of paint on it. This is just all bland gray plastic, same as the weapons. And we'll just plug it right back in, and Optimus won't mind at all. So we got that back in there. And as for the gun, this is the missile launcher he comes with. It's just friction fire sort of deal. Yeah, nothing spring-loaded or anything, just you hold the handle part and push and it launches. Nothing too complicated, but that's alright. And I like to have him holding it underneath his hand, because it looks like kind of a cool little weapon that way. But also I find that he's able to hold it better that way. If you put it in the top, his forearm kind of gets in the way of it going all the way down into his hand. And he's got his sword as well, which is pretty nice. Nicely simple sword. As for articulation, he's got ball joints shoulders, ball joints elbows, ball joint thighs, just a hinge at the knees, and a hinge at the toe, but you're not going to get much out of the toe because it doesn't really do a whole lot. And the head is on just a little bit of a swivel, but again, not really going to get a whole lot of poses out of it unless you want him like rocking out real hard. But probably not. So let's give him a transformation. So we'll steal his weapons from him first. Transformation. I like these little Cyberverse figures because their transformations are usually pretty simple, but sometimes they have some clever tricks built into them, which is pretty fun. And I don't know, just these little guys are nice to have and just sort of play with casually. So transformation on him is pretty easy. We'll start with the arms. We'll just twist the forearm around and bend it back up into the shoulder. And again, on this one, just twist it and bend it back. And it'll tab in to 2 spots. And we fold the head back. And there's a little tab here, 2 tabs where his lower half plugs into his chest, and you gotta kind of pull that out. And then let's see, then that frees up his chest and legs from his arms, so you'll see that's on like a spinning part. So you spin that around and pull the legs back a little bit, spin that all the way around so that his shoulders and head are now underneath his chest. And you fold up those 2 sections that we collapsed and peg in the arms together, and that'll peg into the front of the cab of the truck. And as for the legs, you just fold both the feet in and unfold the shin part of the legs and connect those together. It's got a couple tabs right in the center, just down there and up here, and make sure they're as together and good as they can be. Some of the tabs on these small figures don't really stay together super well, but that's just the reality of it. Fold this little bumper back down, and these are really not pegging together very nicely. And we slide, there's 2 little spots here that these pegs kind of are supposed to tab into, and yeah, they pretty much do. So then you just kind of gotta squeeze everything together and make sure it's all good. So here we have our Beast Blade Optimus Prime in truck mode, and he rolls pretty nicely, all 6 wheels. He's got a pretty nice look to him. I like the silver back here, in contrast with the green and the blue. And he does have some nice weapon storage. You can put his sword and his missile launcher here, and then his jetpack can either remain a jetpack and peg in right there. Then you have a sweet truck with wings, because trucks can have wings. Who says they can't? Or you can collapse it back again, and then it's just kind of a little more consolidated, it's a nice look for him. It looks like he's actually hauling some stuff around, because he's a truck, so why shouldn't he? Pretty nice all in all. And here we have the one everybody knows, the classic red and blue Optimus. Exact same mold. A couple different paint apps, clearly. The older one has painted wheels, and the Beast Blade version does not. But the Beast Blade version comes with the shield, the Battle Wing shield. The Beast Blade version also does not have painted side mirrors, which is not a huge deal. Something you can touch up pretty easy if you got a little bit of silver paint and want to fix it up. And here we have our two primes in robot mode. A couple of little differences. The silver paint on the Beast Blade Optimus Prime's shins are really cool, and he has a little bit of, his blue is a little bit of a lighter shade than the classic red and blue Optimus. And the green one's got gold accents instead of silver, and I think his head is the same lighter shade of blue as his legs are, if that's coming across. But all in all, both of them are pretty fun little Cyberverse figures. The Beast Blade one doesn't really have a great place for storing your third weapon if you have the Beast Blade Optimus in holding his shield. But you can get creative with it and work something out, I'm sure. So that's about it for the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Beast Blade Optimus Prime. Thanks for watching. If you liked this review, feel free to like and comment and question and subscribe and do all those magic YouTube things that YouTubers want you to do. This has been Stochastic Plastic. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Dun 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 dun.